morning, ladies. Thank you for coming to my presentation.
Good morning.
How many of us cringe when our bosses come up to us and say, I need to meet with so-and-so, or I need you to pull this meeting together right away with this group of people? Now, our mouths are saying, sure, no problem. But in our minds, a lot of times we're saying, you must be dreaming. Is that not the truth?
Yes.
We know how difficult it is with the schedules that we try to pull together to get groups and meetings together. Well, this morning, I'd like to offer a solution to some of those situations. Microsoft Lync. Lync can be used for quick conversations or meetings of groups. Now, Lync is actually an icon on our desktop, so you can click on it and sign in, or you can have it like I do, where it simply pops up the minute that you start your computer. Then you'll see this screen, which is just the little icon, the box, and next to my name, there's a color. Green means I'm available. On my box here, you'll see one of my people has a red. That means in a meeting. So Lync actually tells you the status of these people. So if you need to contact somebody and they're in a meeting, you can still use it, just know where they're at. Some of them are offline, and if they're offline, when you send that instant message, it will automatically bounce it back to you and tell you they are offline. Okay? The first way we can use Lync is instant messaging. How many of us text message? What's the purpose of text messaging? It's really to get our message out there without having to use all the pleasantries of, hi, how are you? So when you're in a hurry, you can send out a Lync instant message and they'll reply when they have a chance. Now, I have found this to be very effective even if they're in meetings, because just because it says red doesn't mean they're not on email or they're not looking at their screen, and they can instantly respond to you. Next, our next use for Lync that I believe would be helpful for us is the online meeting platform. And we have telepresence here at our company, but we all know that telepresence rooms are hard to get. Well, we can put together through Outlook a calendar invite, which we do every day of the week. Do we not do calendar invites every day? We can do an online meeting simply by going into the calendar invitation, putting in your invitees, putting in your subject, and clicking online meeting. Microsoft Outlook and Microsoft Lync create the platform without us doing anything. Then on the day of the meeting, the participants go into the calendar invite and click on the link that Outlook and Lync have created for us. Okay, as soon as they do this, it will be populated and ask them about audio. Do you want to join audio? Do you not? I will tell you, for me, I never use Lync audio. I do not want to be dependent on a computer's speaker system. So I always do the conference line like we have. And now in that, then I can dial in, I can mute, I can listen to it on my ear, I can put it on speakerphone, but I am not dependent on the speaker system of the computer. So it makes it much easier. Video is also available on Lync. Some of our bosses have cameras on their computers. They can use those. If they don't, IS simply comes and hooks on one, sticks it in the USB port, and voila. So it can be a face-to-face meeting, or it can be like a conference call. But the neat part about this is once they get into the meeting, there are two workspaces here. On the left is like an instant message or a conversation piece. On the right is where you can share presentations. You can share your desktop if you want to. So right now I have control. I pull in my presentation. Everyone who's part of this conversation can now see that presentation. Okay? While I'm giving my presentation, let's say somebody has a question. They can type it in to the left-hand part of the screen. We can stop and answer it then, or we can go on to the very end and wait till the end. If you have multiple people who've created a presentation and you're all on, you can actually share control. So Christy, let's say you come in, you take control and do your slides, and then you pass it to Vera. So that's the way you can do it. One person doesn't have to be in control of it. And again, make your comments, answer them at the end or wherever you'd like to. So actually Microsoft Lync in the online meeting setting it takes away any meeting travel time. Even if you want face-to-face, you can still do it face-to-face. It takes away setup in the room, how many times we have to go in the room and set up, where we just pull up a file we have on our computer and there it is, right? And instant messaging can reduce a lot of our times with having to contact somebody and take the time of making the actual phone call. We can throw the question out there or what we need out there and they can respond when they get a chance. So my challenge for all of you today is to use Lync this week, even if we just do it with each other, but to try the online meetings, and then once we learn how to do it, if it works and we find it saves money, our challenge then is going to be to get our bosses to get on board, is it not? Thank you for listening to my presentation this morning, and I hope you'll try Microsoft Lync. Thanks.